Welcome, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Media Chop Up Podcast. I am Sergio,
And I'm Rick.
and we're just two guys coming together, man, and just sharing our passion. And we just wanted to make a podcast to basically just have conversations of things that you enjoy and whatnot. Bear with us. This is episode 1, but we got many on the horizon. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I figured we'll start off by telling you a little bit of why we wanted to do this, why movies are so important. As a matter of fact, this first episode is called Movie Media versus COVID-19. So, what we're looking to do is talk about the devastation that COVID-19 has on the movie industry. Everything has got halted. People have to stay away from each other, people have to wear masks. This world has definitely been changed a lot since it started. A lot of people didn't think it was going to last this long, but we're still going strong with this stuff. Unfortunately, it's something that we have to deal with. So, a little history on me. I'm an only child. I've always been drawn to movies and TV shows, and I have a level of focus that when a movie comes on, I just watch it. And growing up, I used to watch things over and over and memorize them and recite them. I was that kid. And as I grew up watching all these different things, I just obtained a big appreciation for the artistry of film, gaining that nostalgic feeling from watching something that you've seen from your childhood, and more than anything, script writing. The beauty of script writing and of how a writer can basically just pull you along and draw you in and basically still wow you, even though you think you know what the ending might be. A good writer will keep you on your toes. So that's pretty much my love for this topic. How about you, Rick?
Me, like the reason I wanted to start like this whole thing was because like for up till the end of 2019 when I had to deal with my little personal issue, I used to live out like my life was I was content. I wasn't ambitious. I would go to work, come home, didn't do nothing special. I would just stood inside my comfort zone. So for me, 2020 was about really appreciating life and like taking advantage of every day and just really trying things outside of my comfort zone. So in January, I decided to try like a whole bunch of different things. I started taking acting classes. That's part
Right.
of my whole passion for movies. I wanted to find my way, into the whole movie thing. I love movies. I love watching them. So I'm like exploring every aspect of movies, like from script writing to acting to friend to direct and stuff like that. I'm just like, just love everything about movies. So that happened. Then COVID-19 hit, and all the classes had to transition to online, and that was cool. But I'm missing that personal
In
one-on-one
person, yeah.
aspect, and so just my passion for movies. This is what it's all about. Just sharing that passion and having a platform to talk about it and invite other people to talk about it and find out different people's perspectives on what they do. I want to talk to like other professionals in their field, directors, actors, writers, like
Mhm.
you said. Hopefully, we can get them on our show and we can talk about them and learn why they do what they do and what is it that they believe that they bring to the filmmaking industry.
I think one cool thing that we have, that you go to a barbershop and you have these crazy deep insightful conversations with your barber or people in the shop. You don't even know these people, and you just spitballing, just shooting, talking. Oh, you know what I thought about that movie? Nah, you know what I'm into and this and so on. And a lot of the talk is based around sports, but more than anything, you a lot of times you'll have some great conversations. So our goal is to really capture some of that essence and bring it here to this podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like
Definitely.
yeah, this particular topic was we want to talk about like how COVID was affecting the movie industry and how they were able to pivot and try to adjust to the new world that we live in. And you can't go to the movies because you have social distancing. You have like the way COVID spreads. We're not exactly sure how that spreads. For the most part, they're saying it's airborne. It stays in the air for what is it, 6 hours or some shit like that? 3 hours, 6 hours.
I'm not sure.
So whatever, you can't be in confined places for long periods of time. So I actually missed the whole movie going experience. I missed going to the movies, sitting down with your friends and watching the movie and just talking shit. Not during the movie. That shit pissed me off. Shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah.
up in the movie theater.
Agreed. Agreed.
I will throw a shoe at you. Shut up.
Yeah.
So
Don't you need that shoe to walk out though?
nah, man, I'll peg your like man ass out of there. I'll limp out of there, but
If you
I'm
deserve it, you're
accurate.
gonna get hit with that shoe.
I'm Hispanic. My mother been throwing chancletas for years, man. They lethal with that shit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, they're not sitting too far.
Yeah.
But to add to that, man, the movie industry has been affected drastically, man. And even before COVID, I think we are in a shift in technology where movies aren't making as much money. And I know personally, me, I don't like feeling like I'm getting ripped off. I don't like feeling like I'm going to a movie and you go there and you want to buy some snacks and stuff is three times the price of the ticket price. And then already the ticket price is already inflated. And then on top of that, we work midnight tour. We work the late night. Sometimes we want to go see a movie first thing in the morning. So that movie, the matinee, was all about getting it cheap. And then what they started doing to be slick was that first movie was a 3D movie. I don't want to see no damn 3D movie. I'm not into 3D like that. I don't like it. It bothers my eyes.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. And I like the like a heavy action based movie for me, like if it's not filmed in 3D, like if it was just a transfer and it's not actually filmed in 3D where you actually see depth and stuff like that and it's just
mhm.
like the gimmicky 3D, like you miss a lot of the action. It's so blurred. But when a movie is filmed in 3D, actually filmed in 3D, it's more crisp. Like a perfect example was the movie with Henry Cavill. He did that with the gods and stuff like that. Do you remember it?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not 300, but it was similar to that kind of movie. It was awesome. That movie was filmed in 3D, and it was absolutely gorgeous,
But there's not
gorgeous.
a lot of movies that are like that, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Everything is just all about. I remember I saw a movie with my dad in Florida just because we wanted to go to movies, and it hit the time slot that we wanted to go. And
Mm,
my dad was like taking off the glasses. Fuck this shit. This shit's annoying. Let me
it
know when
is.
something. Let me know when the good part comes on, and then he put the glasses back on. But now these movie industries are upgrading their sound systems and their screens, and then now it's all about comfort, right? So they're making
Right.
they're investing in these recliner chairs, and then now they're offering a service where they can bring you food to your chair, and that's decent because I've done it.
Right. I like
Well,
that. I like that experience actually. I did it not too long, maybe a year and a half ago. Where you talking about you eating in the theater?
yeah, dining,
Like,
yeah.
it's a cool experience. At the same time, it's pretty fucking annoying because the waitress has to fucking obstruct your view as she's passing by. If somebody orders a big ass fucking meal, you gotta see this waitress obstruct your view. Sometimes they're nice and they duck. It's hard to duck when you have a tray, but that shit's annoying. I
Uh,
like it. I like
what
the
I want to
idea.
know, what I
It's a
want to
flawed
know
concept.
is when they hire those people, are they hiring shorter people?
Right? No, no, but that could be a prerequisite for the position, right? Because you can't
People,
say it's discrimination. You can't call it discrimination because
people
it's
above 5'8" are gonna feel discriminated.
maybe, but you can't. Don't apply for the job. You don't meet the qualifications. You
Exactly.
can't.
So my point is that with all these things that they've been investing in, it hasn't bring it hasn't brought about fruitful dividends for themselves. They want to get people back into the theaters. Truthfully, it's like a 50-50 thing. I know I myself only go to see movies if it's like something I'm really excited about. Otherwise, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Mm.
I'll watch it through other means. And on top of that, the world, the technology is shifting towards streaming. It's a way of, and either you evolve with it or you don't. So I get a lot of emails from AMC Theater, and they talk about the streaming options of movies. So it's their way of being able to stream a movie to you without going to the movie theater. But that's their way of saying, please, we need your business. Watch it from home. Just give us some money.
Let me ask you a question based on something you just said right there. What gets you to go to the movies more? Like a trailer that you see or word of mouth? What gets you more excited about movies? Let's say you never heard of a movie before and somebody tells you, oh my God, you had to go see this movie and they're like really excited about it. Is that more valuable than the actual like marketing trailer where they show you the best parts of the movie?
I would say the trailer because there's not a lot of people that I don't know that you hold in high regard where you trust they have the same taste as you. Granted, I watch a lot of various things, especially with TV. Like all across the board. Like I like certain things, but I can watch very smart, witty shows. Some people don't have the patience for that. I can watch war. I can watch sports. I just don't like things that feel fake. But in a few instances, I can remember where people were like, "Yo, you got to watch this," and then I'll watch it. But usually, I would say endorsements too, man, because a lot of times when I'm working at late night, you see all the buses passing by. I'm like, oh, that's coming out. Let me check out the trailer. Bang,
Right.
sold. I want to go see it.
But the trailers are so misleading. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of trailers, and I'll tell you why, bro. Because I think for the most part, a trailer is supposed to get you excited about the movie without giving you away the meat and potatoes. Now we have a culture where the trailer, like, they're marketing so much, and everybody wants an exclusive clip, right? You go to this show, they want an exclusive clip. This show wants an exclusive. By the time the movie is released, you put all these clips together and you saw the whole damn movie. There is no shock value. And I'll give you a perfect example, man. If Marvel would have never told you that Spider-Man was in Captain America Civil War when you went to go see the movie, you was going to see it anyway because you was a Marvel fan. You've seen everything up to that point. Could you imagine how fucking blown away you would have been? You sitting in the movie, Captain America's about to go toe to toe with Tony Stark's, and Spider-Man comes out. Nobody told you shit.
But see, you gotta understand. You are on a level of fandom that not everybody's on. That might bring people in. Oh shit, Spider-Man's in this. Oh, I want to see this.
If you never seen that movie, and I told you, bro, go see it.
For
a huge fucking, you trust me, go see it, yeah.
But for the true fans, the diehard fans, they're already there in their head, knowing what's going to happen. Okay, this should happen. This is what happened to the comic. They may divert a little bit, but the truth be told, that it'll be close to that, and it better be, right. And they better stay true to it. What's funny? That reminds me. One of my friends, he's a diehard comic guy, movie guy. He used to want to really write scripts. I think he started and he just fell off. Life happened. He has 1,300 kids now and whatnot. But God bless him and all his little girls. But he was a diehard fan of comics. Transformers came up, and think about it. Like, born in the 80s, man. Transformers was huge, man. Those cartoons we watched, it was great. It was epic. It was nostalgic. So when they came up with the first Transformers movie, he was excited. He was like, "Oh shit, this better be good." And then he saw the trailer, and Optimus Prime started talking with lips like this. He's like, "Oh, not watch it," because in case you didn't know, Optimus Prime has a plate over his mouth, and the plate moves, but you don't see his lips. To see this big robot that looks like Optimus Prime with lips, he was like, "I refuse." The rest of the movie could have been amazing. The rest of the movie could have been true to everything Transformers. He refused. He was like, I'm not giving any of my money to Hollywood for that.
I get that. I absolutely get that. When you're in love with something, we had this conversation before. When you're just like a huge fan of something, you're a purist. When they deviate from the actual, like, the aesthetic of the whatever you like, it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth. And maybe as a true diehard fan, you still go see it anyway, but you have this like, ugh. That's
absolutely, man. Listen, I'm for it, but then I also believe. I've watched bad movies that I've enjoyed, and I've enjoyed it for. But let me explain. I've enjoyed it for different reasons, right? I'm not talking about the blockbusters, really, like the Transformers. Like a lot of people were really against one of the Transformers when the robots had gold teeth and they sounded black, and they were like, "Yo, come on, man!" Like,
no, but I understand that. That's
a lot of some people found it funny. Other people say, "Yo, that's seriously racist. What's wrong with you?" I don't care. The robots.
I mean, is it racist though? They didn't say that the robots can't be black. They just culturally appropriated those mannerisms and stuff.
They hinted towards it. And listen, I completely agree with that. But that's just my opinion. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So sometimes I watch movies and not great. I'll give you an example. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Right? I saw this movie. They gave me free tickets, free screening to this movie in the theaters way before it came out into theaters. So years later, it came into the theaters. I was like, "Yo, didn't I see this like in the movie theater?" It was a pre-screening. When I saw this movie, it was Running Scared. Yeah,
I enjoyed that movie.
Let me explain.
Okay.
When you watch that movie, was it full of action? Yes. Did the storyline pull you along? Yes. Did you get the feeling that you were watching multiple movies that they pieced together?
Yes,
See?
Absolutely. That was crazy. Yeah.
Where did this ice rink come from? How about this pedophile? Why all of a sudden you're in the world of the pedophile? Like, it was just like 1 minute they're chasing a gun so they don't go down for shooting, and then now he's looking for the gun and his ass is on the line and he's trying to protect his family. Now there's a pedophile involved. Now all of a sudden they're fighting gangsters on ice that are threatening to break his face with pucks, like hockey pucks. I enjoyed it. but I appreciate it for different levels, for different things. So sometimes I could look at it and say, yo, script writing on that was good. I just didn't find the delivery. Maybe it was the director, maybe it was the actors. I don't know. But I like to watch things and really judge it and then say it's not either thumbs up or thumbs down. So sometimes I'll give it I'll appreciate things for different things,
Right. Yeah.
Before we dive into our list of movies that have been affected by COVID and all the dates have been changed, it's pretty crazy how all these things are mapped out years in advance. Like they're already talking about, they already have the time slotted for Avatar 5 and Matrix.
Right.
We have Matrix coming out, which I'm excited about, Matrix 4, but they already have a slot for the next one and the next one. So with COVID really, messing all that up, things got moved. And movies had to fill their slots. And if you think about it, it's not about a movie just coming out. It's all about the timing. That will determine how well you do. Like you'll see crappy movies do really well because that's the only movie that's really out at that time. They're not competing with a lot of things. The movies that went up against Titanic, I don't remember. Because everybody was seeing fucking Titanic. So people were, I saw it 4 times. And then like, what about the other movies? Like it's a very bad movie to go up against. But we'll talk about that. So before we get into that, a little funny story. Media Chop Up podcast is what Rick and I put together, and we're looking to talk about movies, as we said before. And we want to touch on different mediums. So we have an Instagram page called Media Chop Up podcast, and you can search us and we'll add content.
Put the link in the description also, so you guys check it out.
Absolutely, yes. When we were making the name, Rick was like really excited about, we gotta do this. Let's lock this down. We can alter it later. So I was like, all right, man. Let me get my mind. Let me start thinking. We started thinking about topics we could talk about with different episodes. So Rick locked down the name. You want to tell the rest of the story?
No, all right. What I was trying to do was trying to force us to actually do something. So because I'm huge on procrastinate for everything. So I just wanted to get something done. Like, oh, damn, bam, the Instagram page was on Rick and Surge. But I didn't think about the spelling. I just put Rick, the letter N, Surge. So I thought nothing of it. I just made the page and then we started having a conversation and go ahead.
And so now we're trying to take care of everything. And then I look at the Instagram, I go, bro, this don't feel right. So now I'm thinking along the lines of, listen, if somebody wants to search for you, they're going to type, what it is that they're looking for. For example, I'm into podcasts. I listen to murder mystery podcasts. I listen to all types of podcasts. So I'll type in murder mystery and then a million of them will come up and I'll choose a couple of them. And if I like them, I'll continue to listen. If not, they get nixed. So then I'm like, what if people don't remember our names? And then I looked at the name, Rick and Surge. And I really, it brought me back to elementary school. It feels like me and you like each other. We got a crush on each other, and we're gonna last forever. EVA. That's how we spell it. So I was like, bro, we gotta change this, man. We are more leaning towards being a gay couple than doing a podcast about media.
Rick and Surge.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's the direction we would like to go. So nonetheless, we changed the name to Media Chop Up. It was a very funny story. Once he realized it and I brought it to his attention, he just started laughing hysterically. He was like, bro, it's not like that. What was real is what's real. All right, so we're gonna start with the genre of comic movies. Let me set this up. All right, we'll start with, let's see, Doctor Strange, which I'm a huge fan of. Doctor Strange, right? Multiverse of Madness. When I started watching the first one, I can say that I didn't know much about it, man. I didn't know anything because growing up, I had certain comics and then I couldn't afford to keep buying comics, and I didn't steal comics. So basically, I don't know the full storyline. I'm a fan, but so as Hollywood gets their hands on these scripts and they put it out there, I'm pretty much watching this for the first time. And a lot of times I'll ask my friends that are experts in the comic universe, and they'll give me a little feedback. Captain Marvel, didn't know anything about. I enjoyed the movie. I know you didn't. That's a whole nother story. But so Doctor Strange was something I knew nothing about, and when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. How do you feel about Doctor Strange? Are you excited for it?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't know much about the second movie, The Multiverse of Madness. I haven't looked it up, but it's supposed to be really interesting. I think Scarlet Witch is supposed to have a role in it also because she's actually really powerful as well, and she can do stuff with reality also, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. So Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was moved from May 7th. It was originally supposed to come out May 7th, 2021, and now it's March 25th of 2022. So we gotta wait. Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little
Way
while
back.
for that. Everything got moved over. So it is what it is. Next on the agenda is my girl Black Widow, which she's always been good in the Avengers movies. I've
Mhm.
been excited to watch this. Her with her own movie that was supposed to come out on May 11th of 2020, which was in the middle of COVID, man, and that got moved to November 6th. But
It's a long time.
I would like to see the trailer. You interested in seeing the trailer?
Sure,
All right,
absolutely.
let me pull it up.
Haven't seen that trailer in a while.
I know, right? Definitely. Let me
What I like about it, it has that kind of a Fast and Furious vibe to it, as far as the action, like the over the
see.
top actions.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm always good. I'm always good for a good action based movie.
Definitely.
They know how to give you a perfect blend of everything. A little bit of action, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama, and they blend that shit. If you go in a movie to be entertained, go see a Marvel movie.
For the most part, yes, correct. But I enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed that. Bro, there's a lot of budgets, man. Think about all the budgets that go behind all these movies, man. It's crazy, man. The amount
Yeah, damn near an unlimited budget.
to
Disney owns them.
put those millions of dollars on the shelf and wait. It's crazy. Gotta love it. All right, next we have your boy,
Morbius.
your boy
Yeah.
Jared Leno.
Yeah,
Leto.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his. I like it. I like a lot of his work. He's definitely a unique character.
Hmm.
You know, I this is one of those things I know nothing about. Never even heard of Morbius.
Spider Man? He's a Spider Man villain.
I've never seen him. I've heard of the main
Really?
ones, but I've never seen. I don't know the storyline. Okay, so I'm gonna have to lean on my friends that know, and then
Or
ask
just
them
enjoy
for
it
the.
for what it is, because sometimes it's better when you don't know what the actual content is. You can appreciate the movie for what it was.
I agree. I agree. The see a lot of things with movies. Like sometimes people be like, "Oh, I didn't see the first one. I can't watch this one." That's not always true. In every movie, they have it's the art of writing, and they have to write a way where they can fill you in and keep you going along with the storyline. So they're
Hmm.
not going to not make references to other things that happen in the part one. If they're important to the story, they're going to tell you about it. You just have to pay attention. You can't be talking or looking in your phone in the movie theater.
Right.
You know what I mean? Since
Or
I know
wear a
nothing,
fucking shoe.
yeah, keep your shoes to yourself. All right.
I'm wearing chancletas, slippers. They come right
First,
off.
if you are going to the movies
Uh huh.
wearing chancletas, I got jokes for you
Yes.
forever. I want to
Let's
take
go.
pictures of you, and I'm gonna make a fat head, a whole life size fat head of you with chancletas. Okay, and I'm
Dude,
put
you know
that
I
on
don't
your
care.
wall.
I
I
love
know
it.
you. Okay, whatever. All right, it's gonna scare the hell out of you when you walk into the bathroom. You see a big version of yourself staring. So I'm gonna look up the Morbius trailer since I don't
Right.
know much about it. Give me a
Hmm.
second. So let's find out what you think about that. How you feel about that one?
I mean, I think DC has been doing a fantastic job with the solo movies. Like they were trying to follow Marvel with the whole team up thing, and they failed terribly. But where they shine right now is with the solo movies. They did a fantastic job with Wonder Woman. They did a fantastic job with Shazam. And I enjoyed Shazam. They did a really good job with that.
I didn't see
Like
that.
the solo, you can see it. The Joker. I personally wasn't a fan of that, but it made over $1 billion, so they're doing something right. They found their niche. Their niche is solo movies, and they're doing a great job with the characters on that level.
To me, it looks very dark. I'm
Yeah,
interested, but I'm not running to the theater. I'll fit it in. I'll fit it in. I'm not saying I won't watch it. I'm just
I
saying
bet you will.
I'm not as excited as some of the other movies you spoke about, like Black Widow and whatnot. I'm not as excited. That's just me. So Morbius got moved from July 31st of 2020 to March 19th of 2021.
All because of COVID.
Damn you, COVID. Damn you,
Yeah, man.
COVID. All these movies. All right. What we got next? All right. Next, we got a big one. I'm excited for it. There's no trailer out for it yet, but I'll find it. Bayow.
I'm
Uh,
actually like, I'm surprised that you're actually excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know that you were a fan.
I'm a fan. It's bro. They have all these characters in it, and it's funny. The storyline keeps you going. I like it. I like it. It's full of action. Groot is funny. A little side note. Vin Diesel was the voice of Groot in the first one, and they paid a lot of money for his name, for his But in case you didn't know, Groot says the same thing. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
He just says it in different ways. So they were like, "Yo, why are we paying Vin Diesel all this money to say I am Groot?" So I looked up something a while back of Vin Diesel, and it showed him translating "I am Groot"
Yes.
in every
In
language.
multiple languages, yep.
It is hilarious.
Hey, if that's all you gotta say, I'll say that shit in 400 languages.
Yo soy Groot.
What is Groot? Like, what is a Groot? Like, how do you even look up a translation for that? You put those letters together in that language, you just pronounce it.
I don't know, but
Yo soy.
I feel like we have a group that works with us. That's just my opinion. If you want to think about that, but
Let it go.
yeah. But Chris Pratt is excited about this. He said the script, this James Gunn script, is off the hook for this one. So I'm
Right.
looking forward to it, man. It's full of action. It's funny. It's a little bit of everything. Oh, what's his name? It's hilarious in this. What is his name? Oh, the wrestler.
Oh, fucking. Oh, his character is
Yes.
Drax the Destroyer.
Yes, yo, he pulls it off perfectly, and it's just
You sound like you saw something. You got some exclusive footage or something?
no. But
So
I've
how
done.
do you know he's hilarious? Come on, man. Don't me get me hype. I'm like, where is this?
This isn't the only movie, bruh. He's
Huh?
hilarious in every
Oh, you
movie.
like him as the character. All right, got
Yes,
you.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I didn't see anything about this, but well,
And it was funny. It worked. They kept it.
it works with each other, especially like in these Avengers movies where you have all these different characters that are fighting for the shine on the screen. They're all sharing the screen. Their personalities really have to work with each other, and a lot of times Hulk is always the comedic relief, or Thor is the comedic relief because he's not from this world and he doesn't know a lot of the ways. He's very awkward, and that's what makes it funny.
Mm.
It's pretty good. Let's see what's next. Next on the horizon is your girl Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. She did
You know
good
what's
with the
funny
first
is
one.
that, yeah.
She did good with the
No,
first one.
she did. But I honestly thought initially that she was a miscast, only because of the way Wonder Woman is supposed to be portrayed stereotypically. She's a more voluptuous woman as far as the comic books are concerned and stuff like that. So I was not happy because aesthetically she didn't look like a Wonder Woman is supposed to look.
And how did
Kind of
she?
fuck.
And how did now you watch it? How do you feel like she did?
I think she did. I had to get used to her accent.
Okay.
I had to get used to her accent, but her acting, she did a great job with the character. She did a really, really good job. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I'm looking forward to this one as well. It seems like it's like a 80s theme.
Yeah, it's 1984. It's called Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah. So you'll see things from back then, obviously.
Yeah, I love the 80s, man. The 80s is one of the best times. You ask me, music was awesome.
I agree. You're not going to get an argument from me. I agree with you completely. That stuff
80s
is
music was
timeless.
shit. Just happy, man. Everybody was happy.
Everybody was happy. You're right. Very true. Very true. Next, we have. I know nothing about this, so you're gonna have to really tell me. Let's find it. Bang. The Eternals.
You got me. I just know it's a Marvel movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were a Marvel expert, bro.
No, you would have to call Mitro, man. Mitro's the Marvel guy.
So who do we have right here? Who you don't recognize any of these guys?
I'm not aware. I am not well versed in the Eternals.
I got you. All right, so the Eternals. So are you
They're
gonna
supposed to be powerful. I know that much. I know they're very powerful.
are you
I
gonna
know
rush to
they're
see it?
different
Are you
guys.
gonna see it in the theater if you can?
I am going to see it in theater if we're allowed to go to the theater at the time it comes out and stuff like that.
That's
I
interesting.
don't necessarily enjoy everything I see Marvel. There is
Okay.
one movie that stands out.
That's good to know. All right, so that was slated to come out November 6, 2020. That got moved to February 12th, 2021. Okay. So next on the horizon is your boy El Rock,
Oh,
Black Adam. Again, I know nothing about this guy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I love The Rock. I love The Rock as a person, as an individual.
Oh,
He's
boy.
a fantastic dude. But Black Adam is a very deep character, and
By deep, what do you mean?
there's a lot of story to him. I don't know everything about it, but he was like the original, like one that Shazam gave the powers to. He was like the original one, and he got corrupted by the power. The old saying, "Absolute power corrupts absolutely," whatever the case may be. He got banished and stuff like that because he believed that if you are a god, why not, be a god and have people worship you, whatever the case may be. So, like, the acting is going to be very important. Like, I don't like while The Rock is perfect physically for Shazam, he's going to look the part 100%. But I don't want to see The Rock in the Shazam costume. You understand?
So what you're saying is Dwayne Johnson doesn't know how to act.
That's tough. He knows how to act like himself. All right, let's say that. He does a good job being himself.
So what you're saying is, in all his movies, he's just the same character?
If I pull all his movies out, I want to say at least in every movie he does the fucking people's eyebrow. And if
I don't know about that. But let's
Black Adam raises the eyebrow one time. That's it.
Let's break it down. He's been in so many different movies that you get to choose, and you can't say he had to be whether he has the ability to act. Okay, so like, listen, I'm gonna go through a list of stuff he's done. You let me know if some movies, like for example, The Mummy Returns. That was his first film role. It wasn't a big role. It was just like CG. That doesn't count. But then he was also in The Scorpion King. Do you remember that movie? You don't remember his role in it? He did a good job. Right? All right. The Rundown, one of my favorites. I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was funny. He played a guy that was his job was just to clean stuff up, whether it would be through fighting or whatever, and he was paid to go to Brazil to go get this kid and bring him back to his father to face the music for something he did. He was great in that movie. You don't think so?
I honestly don't remember it. I have to
Christopher Walken was in it. No? Oh,
no,
God.
doesn't ring a bell. Sorry.
All right. 2005, we got Doom. Doom is
I never saw it.
I never seen Doom.
Never wanted to see it. I didn't care.
Great. You know what? You know what The Rock does? He does a lot of military. He has that look, military built guns. He does that well.
Yeah, but that goes hand in hand with who The Rock is. He's a macho man. Look at me. I'm a man's man. In all his roles, he has to be a man's man.
Doom is a game. Doom is a game. So he has to.
I can't speak on it.
All right. So Gridiron Gang, you probably didn't see. I enjoyed that. That was based on a true story, and he was a coach that was coaching underprivileged. What's it called?
I've seen it.
Yeah, young kids. Yeah, youth that were just nothing but gang.
They were like in a juvenile or some shit. Right?
Yeah, and he basically brought them together on the field and got all these guys who were just different affiliations, and they ended up playing together, enjoying playing together. It's based on true story, whatever.
But tell me this: in every movie that he does, he always has a part where he asserts his manhood, his dominion, his macho manliness.
You want to squeal like a girl? Like, what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, he plays the same person.
I got to think of what the whole Bruce was saying. All right, let me move on. G.I. Joe is like the same thing as some of his other movies. So Fast Five, that's all the same. Pain and Gain, based on a true story about these two personal trainers that ended up killing a guy and then just mooching off all his riches and try to. You seen that movie?
Absolutely.
Okay, he was not The Rock in that movie.
He worked out. He was The Rock.
Okay, because he worked out. All right, Hercules.
I actually enjoyed it. It was a bad movie, like you said, a bad movie that I enjoyed. I enjoyed it because he was like, he's physically, he is really impressive, man. Like the guy puts in work. He's
literally playing all these roles that are mimicking someone. So he had to play for Hercules. He had to prove that he could be Hercules. He had
Rock with long hair, bro.
Bro, how is he The Rock in Hercules? There was no Rock back then. There were rocks, but no Rock.
I want to see him play Pebble.
Okay, exactly.
Play a Pebble.
He's never going to be Pebble. San Andreas?
I didn't see it. Did not have the pleasure.
Okay, you obviously are not a fan of his. Okay, Jumanji.
I am. Don't say that. Shh, in case he's watching.
Jumanji was awesome, bro. Did you see the last Jumanji?
I enjoyed the first Jumanji. I didn't see the last one.
Oh,
everybody has nothing but good things to say about.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Yeah. And like there's a part where they're playing each other's roles. So in the first one, they take on these characters that are in the game, and this one, when they go back into that world, some of them aren't the same characters they were initially. So then now, The Rock had to mimic another person's, like one person had to pretend to be Kevin Hart. So he
How'd
had
he
to,
do?
yo, he did awesome. He did awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Julie and I watched it and we were laughing and we were like, yo, he did a really good job. And what was his name? Danny DeVito. His version of Danny DeVito, priceless. Speaking with his accent and everything,
Uh-huh.
like mimicking that, because like Danny DeVito,
That's tough.
he speaks like a wise guy, like
Yeah.
like no nonsense guy. Hilarious. You gotta watch that. Hobbs and Shaw was a horrible movie.
You know what it is? They try too fucking hard in that movie. They try too hard to be funny. Stay in your fucking lane, man. Stay in your lane.
That movie was strictly CGI. I really did not enjoy
The
that movie.
best part of that movie was what's his name? Idris Elba, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I loved his character. I loved his portrayal of the character, and I just loved the CGI aspect of that also. Like, that character was dope.
Yeah.
Like, he was the saving grace of that movie, if you ask me. He was absolutely awesome.
Otherwise, I was just like checked out. I was watching it. I was like already thinking about what I'm going to do after the movie. But that's just you seen the movie Skyscraper?
No.
Yeah, he had a peg leg, bro.
So his guy's a better actor than him? He was pretending it was real?
Playing all these different characters, that are.
I don't know, man.
But all right, he got one on the horizon coming soon. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. But I just think it's funny how you think he's going to give you the Rock eyebrow every movie. Meanwhile, a lot of those movies you haven't even seen, bro. So you're gonna have to revise that opinion and watch a lot of those movies, okay?
All right, I'll give you that much. I will. I'll watch his stuff.
Cool.
Like I said, I'm a fan of the guy. He's a fucking awesome dude, and he cares about people. He seems like a very genuine
You just
individual.
want him to really do, stay true to the character of Black Adam.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's
okay.
It. Like,
and that's all we ask from anybody who plays any of these characters in these comic books. Obviously, the guy who passed away recently, Black Panther, Boseman, he was awesome. He was awesome. When they first came up with Black Panther in the movie, and he made that whole movie. Everyone was talking about Black Panther. It wasn't even his movie yet. And then when his movie came out, man, he broke the records. He broke the record books. Amazing. I love that movie for different levels, but he'll definitely be missed. All right. So next we have, this is, I think, a favorite of yours, Thor. Love and Thunder.
Oh shit! I never seen this image before. Is that an actual image? Is that like an official image?
I don't think so. I found it. I looked for it, man. I searched it. Yeah.
I found it. I searched it. I've never seen this image. Is it an actual Marvel image?
I was doing a lot of searching for this. Yeah, man. It looks real.
I wonder if that is. That's pretty fucking dope.
It looks dope, right? Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you're a big fan of Thor.
Yeah, man. I think that guy is awesome.
I think he is awesome, but the Thor franchise, not a big fan of.
It's gotten better. Like that first Thor.
See, when I speak to you, you're all geeked out because you're a big comic guy. Me, I could not know anything and still love the movie if they did it well. So I feel like Thor with the Avengers, great, love it. Yeah, I could see some more of him, but putting him in his own movie, bro, I think his world is so boring.
Okay.
It just was boring to me.
Maybe it's just not your genre. Maybe you don't sci-fi in general.
I love sci-fi. I will slap you right now. Absolutely not. It's just
digital slaps hurt.
Digital slap.
Keyboard warrior over here.
Slap.
SLAP.
Yeah, slap. Yeah, no, it's not one of those. But afterwards, I'll make sure you're okay, and then you'll give me the thumbs up. Okay. But I just find his world just unentertaining. It's just everyone talks like it's slow motion and very serious, and then whatever. Okay, next we have. I'm excited for this. Blade.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I like Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. I like him a lot. They're planning to release this on October 7th, 2022. Oh, I didn't mention. I'm sorry. Thor was moved from November 5th, 2021 to February 11th, 2022. So you got to wait a while for that, bro. Right? Yeah. And Blade is actually slated to come release around October 7th of 2022. Now, look, I love the Blade series. I think Wesley Snipes did an awesome job. I think he did an awful job. As Blade 3 came along, you could tell that the studios were just trying to mack out money. I heard they forced him to do it. It wasn't great, but Wesley Snipes always had a standard, and I really enjoyed him. So to have this guy, Mashallah Ali,
That guy's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah,
that guy is a phenomenal actor.
He is.
But Blade requires you to be a physical specimen, so I'm wondering he's going to put in the work to look the part. And Blade he has martial arts skill, he has sword skill.
Nonetheless, I'm looking forward to this. Let's see what he does. I agree with your point right there, where Blade was a physical specimen. He definitely, and martial arts is big. So if he's not translating well on the screen with martial arts and it looks forced and they're cutting off of moves quick because they don't want to show that he doesn't have the right stance or whatever, I agree with that completely. Blade needs to be someone that can pull that off. So I have a lot of respect for him acting. Let's see what he can do physically. Moving on. Movie remakes or sequels. I'm excited for this big time. Let me find this. The Matrix, man.
I don't know. I hope The Matrix does well, man, but I just think that Keanu's a little older.
Okay. Listen, if there's anything I've learned about Keanu, he can do whatever he wants. Okay. He's been so successful in a lot of his movies, the way he carries himself, the way he dedicates himself to his craft, man. What he did for the Matrix series and the amount of studying he's done and how he took it serious, man, I got a huge amount of respect for the guy.
He's one of my favorite actors, man. As an individual, he's just a real good guy, man. From what I see, everything online, the way he just portrays himself, the way he's just really personable with the fans and it seems like from what I see that he's easy to approach and speak to and stuff like that. He just seems like a genuine, all nice guy. He donated a lot of his money.
Yes, he did donated all his money in the Matrix.
Yeah, well, in the third one, I think in the third and second one or something like that.
Yeah, not all of them, but like nonetheless, who does that, bro?
Still, it's like $50 million, man. He gave it to the casting crew.
No one does that. It's amazing. Yeah. But my only worry is this: a lot of time has passed, right? The three Matrices were awesome. What I've from speaking with people, as the Matrices moved on from 1 to 2 to 3, I feel like some people just speaking to them weren't really truly following the storyline. They weren't truly understanding of it. Listen, Matrix is being inside of a computer. They're talking to you. They're comparing things to a computer. So you can't watch it like a regular human. This isn't just reality. Even though they were popping in and out of reality, a lot of people, when I spoke to them, it was over their head, especially for the third one, over their head, the key maker, all those things, the backdoor things. They weren't really relating it to the computer. Yeah, that's a whole different backdoor, bro. So I'm hoping it translates well to the screen, and it's a really good script that pulls people in and people aren't lost. Nonetheless, I'm going to understand it because I like to really think about these things. And if I feel like if things are too much of a reach, then I might check out. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to The Matrix. That was slotted to come out on May 21st, 2021. And that's going to come out on April 1st, 2022.
All right, dope.
So, yeah.
It's also coming out at the same time as John Wick 4. So I thought that was interesting.
He's going to be battling himself.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a smart move.
Neo versus maybe it was forced. A lot of things got moved.
Yeah, maybe for him it's not about the money because it never really is. Because this guy he doesn't care about the money; he just cares about the product.
Oh, he's an actor. How much of a control does he have? It's the studios that have control when these things come out.
Right,
so
I'm not entirely sure, but yeah,
he's not going to say I want December, and he's not. He doesn't want to be
that. Was that your?
I can't do it, bro.
You gotta say one word to do Keanu, bro. Just one word.
Dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, very true. Very true. but that's not Neo. Okay.
He did it.
Huh?
He said on the Matrix.
I don't remember.
The very first Matrix.
Okay, I'll go back. Oh, yeah. But it wasn't the same way as Bill and Ted. But okay.
Right. That was whoa.
You're going to give me all the different roles for every movie he did.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can say it in many different ways. All right, next on the agenda, we gotta keep it moving. We got Avatar 2. Let me show everybody this.
That looks dope.
The Way of the Water. Yes. So yeah, I'm adding those. It's okay. You know what I'm talking about. It was slated to come out this December 17th of 2021. It got moved to October 16th of 2022.
I heard something interesting about this movie. I heard that they're actually filming part two, three, and four all together to release them in consecutive like years, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, they are. They are. I have that in my book somewhere, and just looking at the timeline of how the third one is already getting moved because two had to get moved. They're slated. That means that they have the scripts. They're ready. They just got to start filming. That's something to look forward to, man. I'm excited about that. All right, let me get rid of this. Godzilla versus Kong. Are you a Godzilla guy?
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do I know everything about it? No, but I am a fan of the stuff, man. Big monster
Mhm.
movies, you sign me up. Like, as far as monster movies are concerned, like I love this stuff. I was actually really disappointed with not to stray from the Godzilla thing, but Universal was doing like this big like monster universe that they were supposed to be doing with like Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein, all that stuff. And Tom Cruise was spearheading that movement, and he did the first movie with the Mummy. Did you see
Yeah,
that
I
one?
heard of. I heard. Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah,
I actually enjoyed that movie. I was looking forward to that
I
whole. That was
wasn't.
supposed to spearhead the whole Monster Universe franchise. That was supposed to be the beginning. Then that was supposed to be Dracula, then a Frankenstein, then everything like that. But that shit
Interesting.
just it flopped, man.
Mm.
They killed
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
universe.
definitely. I could see that. So Godzilla was slated to come out November 20th, 2020. It got moved to May 21st of 2021. Like, yeah, wait for that one. Next we got
Okay.
what happened?
Okay. I'm sorry. No, I said with the Godzilla. Like that just seemed like such a lopsided fight.
I can't speak on it because I wasn't huge into it growing up. So, but listen,
It's just a
if
big
it,
fucking gorilla. Godzilla has fucking laser. How do you combat that? Is
bro,
King Kong gonna learn like a fucking Kamehameha or some shit like to combat that shit? They gonna do some type of shit. We can get superpowers as soon as they
bro,
get laser
do you
beams.
know he does have superpowers being on that island or something like that? Wasn't his skin super thick?
Pause. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, everything. God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, man.
I don't know, man. I just don't see how it's even and I love God. I love King Kong. I like the character and everything about him.
Yeah,
But it's just such a fucking lopsided fight. Just one shot, game
uh,
over.
that's all you hear. That's all you hear. But
Yeah,
okay,
that's
whatever.
it. End credits. That's it. Nice
Yeah.
try.
All right, so moving on, we got a sequel to from a long time ago. We got Top Gun, right? Let me find this.
Didn't you show that? Oh no, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, yeah, Top Gun Maverick. So basically, I think it's going to
Yeah,
talk about his partner. Now, I remember you telling me you didn't see the first one,
right.
which is fine. Listen, it's a lot of action. It's a lot of cool flying and stuff like that. And when obviously Tom Cruise is good for that stuff, so they invited him back for this one. Hopefully, it's a good storyline. There was a lot of good music, '80s music during that time for the first one. So let's see what they do for this one. I was looking at the. I don't think we have a lot of time for the trailer, but nonetheless, it's good. It'll, it'll,
Right.
it'll
Tom
keep
Cruise is
you
an impressive
keep you interesting.
individual.
I don't know. Not Julia doesn't like. She doesn't like Tom Cruise at all. She does.
Wow.
Like she's so against him, and I'm like, it doesn't really bother me. You
Is
know
it
what?
because like his acting, or is it because it's his
Because he
like
was a
personal?
Scientologist.
That's not fair. You're not asking. You're not. It's not about whether he's a Scientologist. Do you like the guy's stuff?
Listen,
That goes back to my whole thing about like like with people like you're gonna not have a conversation with somebody because of their viewpoints.
yeah, bro. Especially with what's going on nowadays with Trump being in office, a lot of people just
Yeah.
unfriend each other once they find out that you're supporting them.
It's heartbreaking is what it is. That's actually what I'm gonna talk about in
It's
my other
disappointing.
podcast on Sunday. Yeah, about
Sometimes,
politics. How it just
sometimes
it
I speak
breaks
to
up
people.
families and homes, man.
Sometimes I speak to people, and then their reasoning for certain things are really bad, and I'm just like, but I'm not gonna allow it to unless you continue saying things that offend me or hurting me. Otherwise, I'll look the other way. I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes when people say who they endorse and I'm not really into it, I'll just keep my separation. Like, all right, we can still be friends, but stay over there. That's just my opinion. Next one, we got another Tom Cruise movie, Possible Rogue Nation.
Okay.
Are you into that franchise?
I enjoy it, but sometimes I just feel like it ran its course. Like, how many of these are gonna come?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Hey, listen, they're trying to maximize on it. He's an action star, bro. And if you could sign him on to doing another one of those, listen, I can say this: that watching all those, they have a lot of cool cars, a lot of cool freaking weapons,
Yeah,
him hanging from buildings, doing crazy things. He does a lot of his own stunts. He's gonna pull you into the theaters for the most part. So
yeah.
I guess that's what Hollywood's thinking.
He's an impressive individual, man.
I
His
agree.
work ethic and his fucking just his workout. I would say he's just as good as The Rock as far as hard work is concerned because he
Oh
stays
hell
in
yeah,
tip
yeah,
top shape. He
mhm,
takes
yeah,
care of himself, and
definitely, yeah. He's isn't he like 98 and he looks like he's 40?
close to it. Close to exactly my point. Granted, he dyes his hair and whitens his teeth and Botoxes. When you have money like that, you could look forever young. Shit. When
You
money's not an
sound
option, I could look like I'm 8.
Somebody sounds like they have a crush. Dear,
No, no,
dear
no crushes
Tom,
here.
dear Tom. All
Dear
right.
Tom.
Next, we have that Mission Impossible was going from July 23rd, 2021. That got moved to November 19th of 2021.
Thank you,
So,
COVID.
yes, yeah, yeah. Fuck you, COVID. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Bang. Are you tired of this franchise?
Again, one of those things that I just had enough.
Have you had enough?
Yeah, man.
Jurassic World?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
So you're not gonna watch this movie?
I'll watch it.
I'll watch
I
it.
like dinosaurs. I
I want.
love
Listen,
dinosaurs.
I was thinking the same thing. Listen, what can they do with the story that's really that different, right? But they're gonna go. Let's look at these dinosaurs. Oh shit, something went wrong. Oh no, he's dead. Run for your life. That's it. But
Switch it up and go to
fine.
fucking
I'm drawn in by the different types of dinosaurs. I want to see the dinosaurs, bro.
right,
I'm a guy that grew up liking dinosaurs, bro. So
right.
when my daughter's old enough, I would like to take her to that park where it has all those big ass robotic dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably do that. I would have. That's something I would have liked to have done. Jurassic World is slated for July 11th, 2021. We'll find out more about that. And then let's see what else we got. Going back to your boy, a Disney movie, Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, man.
Are you excited? Do you know anything about that?
I am not aware, but he seems very enthusiastic and he's excited about the project. He's been pushing it for a long time. It's something that he's supposed to be really passionate about. So
Uh,
when you have someone who's that driven, usually they bring you a really good product because it's one of those peepees that we talk about. This passion project.
mm-hmm. Passion. Apparently, he's a producer on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking up a little bit of the storyline of it, and just to see if it pulled me in. What Disney's backing it. A lot of people are going to see it. A lot of people. They know it's family friendly. And you're going to bring it. You got The Rock. Kids are going to like it. It's going to be a lot of jokes. I'll see it. I didn't say where I'm going to see it, but I'll see it. Okay? I'll probably see it on my Fire Stick because I got it like that. I'm a new dad. I'm a new dad.
Welcome
Thank
to
you,
the
sir.
club.
Thank you. Very excited. Are you? I don't have any movie posters for this, but are you a fan of the Minions franchise?
My son loves the minions and they're pretty good. I love how they just created a whole fucking language, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit is fucking. It's like a mix of Italian and Spanish and French and blah blah blah.
Bro, it's the art of mumbling and making it sound like something.
That's awesome. I love it. But in some man, that shit is fucking
Yeah,
catchy.
yeah, bro.
Like one time, look up the lyrics.
I,
Somebody
I,
wrote the words.
I know, and
How do you spell what they say?
bro, at the end of one of their movies, they sang "I Swear."
I love that. Yeah.
Bro,
About that
I bet you, yeah, that was funny. But the funny thing about that, for these characters, they can make them do anything, and we're gonna laugh because it's funny. It looks funny. They can have them like
slapstick humor.
yeah, absolutely. So that was slated to come out July 3rd, 2020, and that got moved a year to July 2nd, 2021.
All right.
So kids, you got to wait a little bit, but we'll get to it.
And they got YouTube until then. They'll be fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kids love YouTube, bro.
Fuck, that's the new babysitter, bro.
Next, we got a game crossover movie. Let's see if I have the poster for it. Oh, not that.
Wrong.
No. All right, I don't have it. I thought I did. Let me see. I could have sworn I had it. I got the next one we're talking about. All right, yeah, here we go. I'll show you this right here. Uncharted. Now look, it got your boy from Spider-Man in there. Right? You don't like him, okay? Whatever.
No, it's not that I don't like him. It's like they're hiring the kid for fucking everything, yo.
Yo, don't hate on him. Jobs are hard to get in Hollywood, bro. And
Not when you're the
once
fucking man.
once Hollywood is done with you, bro. Once Hollywood is done with you, you'll be hot. Goodbye.
That's okay, but
Goodbye.
your bank account is fat. It's too late.
No, it doesn't usually happen that way, but okay. But so Tom Holland plays Nathan Drake. That's the young Spider-Man. You got Mark Wahlberg in this and Antonio Banderas. I'm excited.
Okay.
I didn't know these guys were in it, but I'm a fan of the franchise. I'm a big PlayStation guy, so Uncharted was great. Uncharted helped put PlayStation on the map along with God of War and all these other games, but I hope it translates well into the screen. I love the game is known for amazing special effects and world environments and a lot of fun action type thing. It's like an modern day Indiana Jones kind
I heard it was a ripoff of Tomb Raider, hence they called it Dude Raider.
of. Tomb Raider was I played Tomb Raider. I found the movie boring as hell.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, Angelina Jolie, but I was excited to see that movie and I watched it and I said, I wasted my time.
Yeah.
So hopefully this translates well with these guys. This cast, it should be good. That was slated to come out on March 5th, 2021. Now it's July 16th, 2021. So this is a summer movie now.
Right.
Interesting.
I mean, it should be. If it's gonna be a huge blockbuster film, it should be during the summertime. That's when the big budget blockbuster films come out.
Yeah, definitely. All right, another game crossover movie, Monster Hunter. What do you think about that with Mila Jovovich?
She's made for these kind of movies. Like that's her forte. That's what she does. Like
You know what's funny? Yeah, she does have a look, but I feel like that point you made about The Rock, where it's always The Rock, right? She is the same character over and over again.
I disagree. The Sixth
No,
Sense, bro.
bro,
The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense.
There's no acting chops out of freaking Mila Jovovich. What
Dude,
has
the
she
Sixth
done?
Sense.
Sixth Sense. What did Mila Jovovich do?
Oops. No, I'm sorry. Not the Sixth Sense. That's I See Dead People. The Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element. Okay, listen, he had a lot of people who carried that movie.
But she was a different character. She played a fantastic role.
Bro,
She
I don't
spoke
see it.
English.
I do not see a lot of range. I don't see it. I'm not
Really?
saying the movie wasn't great.
No, I'm talking about her acting.
I'm gonna have to go over everything she's done. A lot of everything reminds me of what Umbrella Corporation, Resident Evil.
Because that's where your mind is. You just think of Resident Evil, and that's
But
it.
bro,
She
looks the same. She loves shaving her head, so she has a short hair in every movie.
All right. She was in Ultraviolet.
I didn't see that. I didn't get a chance.
Ultraviolet was good. I want to. I enjoyed it. It didn't do too well, but I enjoyed it.
How many words does she speak in the movie? I'm just curious. Or does she just make facial expressions?
You son of a gun. She spoke a lot. She was the fucking lead.
I'm just teasing. I gotta watch it. I don't like.
I love the sword in that movie. I always wanted to get the replica version. That one day I will have the replica version of that sword. That sword is gorgeous.
Okay. Next we have Monster Hunter. His release date is April 23rd, 2021. Right. That budget is $60 million for that movie, so it better be good. Damn it.
60 million is not a lot.
I don't know. Honestly, I got to look at all these budgets, but to me, it sounds a lot.
I mean,
we got to do the breakdown. How much is she?
CGI heavy movie, man. Okay, I mean, 60 million is not a lot.
Okay, 60 million. 60 million. How much of that is she getting? I want to know.
That's my point. I'm gonna say she gets about 15 out of that budget. So what you got? Yeah.
We got to look that up. To be continued. All right.
Unless you take a pay cut, just to make the movie.
I doubt it, but that's just my opinion.
Will Smith did it for Ali.
But he was making a legendary movie about a legendary fighter. It was more principled. It was more principled than anything to have the honor of playing Muhammad Ali in a movie.
Yeah, you should find the interview. There's an interview where he's talking about they were going over budget for that movie, and the director told the director or whoever the producer was saying, the director was telling the producer something like that. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We're gonna use some of his money, and most of the okay, it's like all right. And he was like, he took some of the money from his budget to complete the film, but he was happy because they got him an Oscar nomination. Or did he actually win an Oscar for that role?
I don't remember, but I felt like he deserved it. He did very well in turning into it. He said that I saw some interviews where it was him and his wife talking, and he was like, "Yo, I'm in the shape of my life. The amount of training that I put in for this, I take it very seriously. I want my body type to really translate well into what Ali was." and he said the way that he was talking in the kind of like the riddle type way and like stretching things, he was like he'll be at the dinner table home and still talking. While he was doing the movie, he stayed in character outside.
That's
Which is,
method acting. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. I admire it.
Tropic Thunder, he's like, I don't break character to the D-release. He's like, I don't break character to the
Oh, bro, I love that movie. We'll make an episode somehow around that later.
Oh, yeah. That's just fucking hilarious.
Right. Next, we have in the horror genre, we got Scream 5. Ooh,
Okay.
Welcome Home, Sydney. I fell off the franchise after 2. I was like, yeah, enough. Sometimes, look, hopefully this is good. I give him credit for pitching it and someone signing on to it. Unless Hollywood is all about just bringing up stuff from the past. Oh, we made a lot of money with that. Let's make another one. They're known for just trying to like recreate things, or they just. I don't like that. Some things you should not touch. Some things you should not touch. But
touch you?
You want to put a fingerprint on your screen? Go ahead. I don't care.
Touch.
All right. So Scream 5 is slated for January 14th, 2022. And finally, we're gonna end with this with something in the comedy genre. I don't know how I feel about this, but
okay, that could work.
Coming
that could work.
To America.
Yeah,
coming
that could work.
To America. All right. Now look, damn, Eddie Murphy is involved. He is involved, and they pretty much got the whole returning cast.
That's fucking awesome.
A couple people passed away, but I don't think anybody with like big roles. You got Arsenio Hall and blah blah blah. Wesley Snipes is going to be in this. I don't know what character he's going to be, but I was looking it up. I just want to look at the characters here. Let me see. Oh, there's your girl right there. I forgot her name. She's a comedian. Okay, listen. Coming to America was great. They were in a whole nother country, and then they came to New York, and that's a lot of what made it. They were in Queens, and then someone yelled out the window, "Fuck you!" and he was like, "Yes, fuck you too!" Like he just didn't understand. Those things are timeless, man.
Culture shock, man. Culture shock. I want to experience the
culture shock. He had like petals of flowers that followed him everywhere because he had to walk on petals of flowers. That movie was awesome. So this one is going to take place. You ready for it? You want to guess where?
Africa?
No, not in Africa. No,
it's in Wakanda, man. I'm ready to slap somebody.
Not in Wakanda. No. No, it's a state. It's a place in this country. If they're not going to do it in New York, where else are they going to do it?
Don't say Queens.
No, bro.
LA?
No, not LA. That's a good guess. Atlanta. Coming
Okay.
to America in Atlanta. I don't see it. At the same time, Eddie Murphy has been proven to be a genius in many of the things he's touched.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping that that he had such a influence on this where he didn't allow certain things to get passed on. An example of this is this. One of my favorites of all time is the movie The Last Dragon. Now there's multiple Last Dragons. The Bruce Lee is awesome. No, I'm talking about Barry Gordy's Last Dragon, right? With Bruce Leroy and Sho'nuff. That took place in Harlem, in New York, and that movie is timeless. I can watch that movie over and over. I used to record it on tapes and watch it over and over. And a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago, it came up on my storyline. They were doing a viewing of it at Governor's Island.
Oh shit, that's dope.
And it was so dope. And I was trying to rally the troops. Unfortunately, nobody really came. A few people came. Like my boy Sam came, but Julia came, and I wanted to go dressed like Leroy. Unfortunately, I was a crunch for time, and I ended up getting this hat. I look like Raiden, and I wanted the right T-shirt, but the coolest T-shirt that I found was red. So red, what does red symbolize? It symbolized Sho'nuff. So when I went, there was a dude that was dressed in a complete gi, eating with chopsticks, dressed exactly like Leroy, bro. And the dude came up to me and was like, "We must battle." Like he thought I was dressed like Sho'nuff because I was wearing red and it said The Last Dragon and I had the hat, and I was like, Okay.
Okay.
So we were doing these martial arts poses, and bro, everyone just came by us and started taking pictures of us like we were in the movie.
That's dope. That's
So
dope.
the nostalgia of it's pretty cool. It was on this huge screen. Enjoyed it. You hear people singing the songs, and there's so many great phrases in that movie. So many. I enjoyed that. Actually, the guy who played Leroy, an amazing story. He was there. He showed up there.
Oh, wow.
And the way he got into that role was insane. He he interviewed for it and bombed. He was horrible, but they called him in because he had a lot of history with martial arts. He was always competing. He was really good at martial arts.
Actually, was
So
an
they
actual
figured,
martial artist.
yeah, so they were like, yeah, it's gonna translate well on the screen. But his acting was like, my name is Leroy, and it was horrible.
Really?
Like, they were like, goodbye. And the guy felt so bad for him. He goes, listen, I know you're nervous. I'll allow you to re-interview later. Try for the movie. So while they were going through the process, they found someone, and they were like, "This is our guy. Ink it, put it in paper." But they told this guy he could come back, so he comes back on the last day, bro, as the last interview, and he fucking rocks it.
That's dope. We
Rocked
probably took
it.
classes and everything. You
Yo,
probably did the homework.
He
Yeah.
rocked it. Where the guy was like, "This is our Leroy. There's no one else that can be a better Leroy." But then the director was like, "Yo, like, hello, we inked this other guy," and he was like, "Let's find a polite way to let him go." And he became Leroy. That's part of this cult classic that's so timeless, and he did great with the role. And the guy who wrote the whole script, he's actually from New York, and which I think is cool. And he said that so many people have contacted him to try to remake this movie, and he refused to give up rights. He said, "Nope,
Smart man.
I'm not going to let you kill it." So now he's in the process of getting it turned into a Broadway movie.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it will translate with his hand involved in it.
Have you gone to any Broadway shows like recently?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like I went to go see Spider-Man. Something
that was like so controversial for so long. Because so many, all the Spider-Mans were
getting hurt.
They were getting hurt.
Ah! You're not really Spider-Man. You weren't supposed to actually swing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You could have stopped, but they just running into a wall.
When I went to go see it, there were like so many technical difficulties, man. There were, like
Really?
so many. Yeah, there was. Like there was a scene. Well, not a scene, whatever. There was a part where he was falling off the building. It's supposed to like they used like a green screen for the floor, and then that shit went blank. So this guy's suspended in midair, and he just stops acting and starts talking to the crowd. I don't want to apologize. Thank you guys for your pain.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so but, it was hard. It was a hard show to do because there was a lot of technical.
Yeah, I mean, so to go back to my original point, you have. I hope they stay true to what made Coming to America funny for part two, especially since Eddie Murphy's he's obviously involved. It wouldn't be anything without him. But I hope it translates, man. Yeah. Let's see. So that's basically it, man. So I like to support really good movies. Right. You know, I can watch it at home, and if it's that good, I'll watch it in the movie theater with a friend. That's just me. All right, so the movie that's doing well in the movie theaters right now, which I'm shocked, I am blown away, even though it has nothing to do with the movie. I heard the movie, great things about the movie. It's the Christopher Nolan directed movie. The movie's Tenet, Tenet, right? Robert Pattinson is in it, John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son, which I think a lot of great things about him. But this movie has been blowing it out the water. But from what I can see, as of right now, and this is just me researching this yesterday, it's made $251.1 million. I'm sure that number has changed.
Right? Yeah.
Huh? Yes.
Worldwide?
Yeah. And budget was $205 million. Wow.
Oh, so they just barely made their money back.
Listen, I checked this yesterday. The numbers are still going up. But what's funny is that earlier we were making a big deal about $60 million. This is $205 million.
That's a blockbuster film.
Get out of here, little $60 million guy. Get over there. Right. Yeah. But yeah, so this is doing very well. I just think it's crazy because I think it's a point where people are just so tired of being quarantined, so tired that they're like, some people being very reckless, man. And listen, I can't be that way, man. I'm not for a movie. And
you're a brand new father, you got a little kid at home, you got to be careful of that stuff. You can't risk it.
Absolutely, man. Let's see how. I'm curious. I was reading something about in China and certain countries, Their numbers never dwindle, bro. They never dwindle. They love going to the movies.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest movie markets. Whenever a blockbuster comes out, you notice, even though it's an American-made movie, they're released in China first, almost exclusively. And I used to get pissed off with that. I was like, "What the fuck? It's an American movie. How come they get to see it before us?" But it's such a major market as far as
Yeah.
money's concerned.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Listen, man, we spoke on a lot of things, man. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. We have so much more, but we'll let you know where our next episode is going to be, or if you have any suggestions of what you would like us to talk about. And even if you're interested in jumping in and throwing in your 2 cents on certain things, you're more than welcome to join the podcast, man. It's all love and fun. If you're interested in joining our podcast and talking about one of our topics, I know Julia recommended some topics for us. All good things, man.
Definitely let us know what you liked, what you didn't like about this
Movies.
podcast.
We are not sponsored by Coming to America, so I will remove that.
Yes, please.
But hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us or listening to us, downloading us. Media Chop Up Podcast with Rick and Serge. You can search us on Instagram, Media Chop Up Podcast. You'll find us there. We have a YouTube page, right? We're gonna edit this and upload it on there, and the sky's the limit, man. Let's see where we go.
That's right, man.
Catch you guys later. Peace out. Do what you love. Catch you soon, man.
Love what you do.
Absolutely. Peace.
Peace.